what made it clear that it was God's will for me to be together with my husband and not someone else, or that I will be free from my husband and that he will meet someone else, I meet someone else. I thank God because I was brought to a small group where they became my spiritual parents. They were my support group because during the time that I was experiencing all these problems with my husband, with my family, I kept it from my own family. I was working and I kept it even from my office mates, so nobody actually knew that I had a problem. And so I was only sharing it with my D group. We call it our D group, which is our small group. Um, and then it was my D group who kept reminding me each week that I have to hold on to my marriage, I have to fight for my husband because that is God's will for me. Because it was very clear that what God has put together, let no man separate. I was holding on to that Bible verse, and then they taught me about unconditional love and forgiveness. Those two things really made a big impact in my life. And then whenever I open the Bible, those are also the commands that I get to read. And so I know that God was really telling me that these are the things that you should do and obey and practice to my husband. And uh, and then each week whenever I attend a Bible study, it's either they will pray for me. They actually didn't know anymore what to advise me, and those were the only things that they tell me to remind me that you cannot marry again, but you have to fight for your husband because God can change him. God can change him. God can change him. So like it keeps coming back. It goes on and on. Those were very good reminders because now I am reaping the rewards, the benefits of um, someone telling me or a group reminding me of what is the right thing to do, the godly thing to do, what is God's way and not my way. Let's see. One of my biggest blessings is that small group because um, when nobody else knew about my problems, I felt so recharged each week. I felt lighter every time I'm with my D group because when I am with them, I get to unload all my burdens, my problems. I get to cry with them, and then they pray for me, and then they love me, they embrace me, they comfort me a lot. If they were not there for me, maybe I could have um, not just given up on the marriage, but I could have married someone else. Because if not for my D group, my other groups, my friends, my high school friends, my college friends, they would tell me to file for annulment. Even my very own mom, she even volunteered to pay for my annulment. My mom said even that, I'm still very young, that I can get married with somebody and have a good life, a better life even. It so happened that every week I get to meet my D group more often because we meet every week. And then there were some of them who would even call me at home to check on me. So that's how blessed I was because there were people who check on me and pray for me and encourage me over and over. It's important that we pray together, and it is in those prayers that we really become specific what we want, what we are hoping that God would really do in my marriage. Because there are a lot of prayers that I don't even know what actually to say, but when they pray for me, um, I get to discover, oh yeah, that's right. That prayer is really something that God can really do. Which, if I would pray on my own, I would not even know. First, they prayed that the girl would meet someone who is single, and then they prayed that the girl would fall out of love for my husband, and that they would have an argument because that relationship naman is not from the Lord, and um, and that my husband um, would really enjoy spending time with the family. All their prayers, all everything happened.